What is going on, virtual wholesaling ninjas? Today in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can close your first deal literally within just 2 weeks. There is no more room for excuses. It is time for you to start your business. It is time for you to change your life. And it's time for you to leave your 9-to-5 job. Guys, be sure to watch this video to the very end because I'm gonna have a free tool that you're gonna be able to use that's gonna help you skyrocket your business. So let's get to the video. All right, guys, I hope you are just as excited as I am. This video is going to walk you through how to get your first deal literally within the next 2 weeks. Make sure to go follow me on Instagram. You can find me at Virtual Wholesaling Ninjas. You're going to learn actionable steps that you're going to be able to take to close deals. You're going to learn about some free resources that you can use in your business. You're going to learn how to find actual buyers, and you're going to learn how to find motivated sellers that are actually motivated and ready to sell. I'm also going to be able to give you a free script and our contract that we use to lock up deals if you like and subscribe to this channel. So some of the tools you're going to need for this business. First thing, Google Sheets. Now, why is that important? Google Sheets is just like Excel. We store all of our buyers on our Google Sheets. Now, why wouldn't we just use Excel? Well, because if you store your buyers on an Excel sheet and you reach up to 1,000, 2,000 buyers after a couple years of being in this business, and then something happens to your laptop, you just lost all of those buyers. So it's really, really important that you keep it on a Google Sheet where you can access your buyers from any computer at any time. Your buyers is where you're going to make your money. The next tool you're going to want is Zillow. Zillow is a very powerful tool for wholesalers, and we're going to learn how you can use Zillow to, one, find a ton of buyers, and two, you can actually find sellers on Zillow. I don't usually use Zillow for sellers, but I want to show you some tools you can use with Zillow to help you do that. Now, the next thing you're going to want is Trello, and we'll go in and I'll show you how to use Trello later. It's a free tool that you can use. And then you're going to want to be able to get seller lists. Now, you don't want to just pull any type of seller list. You want to pull seller lists that actually have clean data. There are a ton of websites out there that will give you seller lists. Not all of them are great, though, and a lot of them are very expensive. So we're going to go over some of the best resources you can use to find motivated sellers. You can also go to my website, learnvirtualwholesaling.com. I have the wholesale starter kit there. It gets you everything you'll need to start your business today. Now, the first step in this business, you're going to want to build an aggressive buyers list. Now, what exactly does an aggressive buyers list mean? You don't want to just have 5 or 6 buyers on your list. Why is that? The reason why 85% of wholesalers that get into this business fail is because they don't have a strong buyers list. There's only a 15% success rate with wholesalers. And again, the reason why is most wholesalers do not build their buyers list first. They don't treat this like a business. They don't build processes. But the most important thing is you need to build your buyers list. You also need to remember you're a business owner now. You need to act like a business owner. This isn't a side hustle. Yeah, you can treat it like a side hustle. You know, you can put, 3-5 hours a week into this business and, maybe get 1-2 deals every quarter of the year, every 6 months. But who wants to do that? Who wants to work a 9-to-5 when you can do this business and create hundreds and thousands of dollars every year through wholesaling? This video is going to teach you how to become a business owner. Now, how do wholesalers find success? What makes a wholesaler successful in this business? You want to make sure you have a plan and you're prepared. And the way you do that is, one, like we just mentioned, start building your buyers list. Your buyers list is your foundation. Now, if you're working a full-time job and you need your job to support your family, I do not recommend quitting your job right away. Do not quit just yet. It's okay to be working a job and being an entrepreneur. Use your job as a stepping stone into what you really want, which is being an entrepreneur that does not need a job. And the fourth thing, find a mentor. I started this business back in 2013. I did not have a mentor. It took me a long time to close my first deal. It took me a long time to figure out exactly what I was doing. So definitely, I would recommend finding a mentor. Now, let's go back to what you need to do in your foundation, which is building your buyers list. You're going to want to know the different types of buyers there are, okay? Now, there's about 6 different buyers. There's probably more out there, but these are the 6 that I love to target. The first one are going to be fix and flippers. Fix and flippers are great buyers. They're easy to find. They're always looking for good deals. Now, the thing about fix and flippers are they usually won't pay you as much for the property as if you were going to go with somebody like a buy and hold landlord. There's also something called hedge funds. Hedge funds are great to find. They are great buyers to connect with. They're hard to find though. If you want to learn how to find hedge funds, reach out to me. If you can get yourself a decent amount of hedge fund buyers on your list, you will not have any problems with wholesaling. The next type of buyer that I absolutely love to connect with are builders. I love developers as well, and retail buyers. Retail buyers are people that are looking to live in the house themselves. These are the buyers that will literally pay retail for your property. Now, when you're building your buyers list, you're going to want to store it and keep it safe. As I mentioned, you're going to want to use Google Sheets. This is what a Google Sheet will look like. I recommend titling your Google Sheet whatever county that you're in. So an example, if you're in Houston, make sure it's for Harris County. And then you're just going to have the name, the email, the phone number, the type of builder, and then the area that they're buying in. Now, you can actually put my name on your buyer's list. My name's Kenneth. My email is kenneth@learnvirtualwholesaling.com. That is actually my phone number right there, 405-561-2263. You're going to want to have at least 70 buyers on your list, and it's going to be for each market you're in. So if you're in 3 different markets, you're going to want to have 70 buyers for each of those markets. I repeat, do not start looking for sellers until you have at least 70 buyers on your list. How do you find your buyers? Well, for starters, you can go over and use the Zillow hack. If you do not know what the Zillow hack is, I'll leave a link in the description. Another way is looking at builder communities. Find your builders, your spec builders in the area. In my mentorship program, I teach you how you can find thousands of builders simply with a couple clicks of your mouse. Or you can hire my cold calling company. We actually will build your buyers list for you. If you want information on that, you can just text me, text cold call to this phone number right here on your screen. Building your buyers list to about 70 buyers shouldn't take any longer than 2 or 3 days. As you're building your buyers list, go ahead and start looking for a title company in the market that you're looking to get started in. If you don't know how to find an investor-friendly title company, feel free to text me. So step 2 in this business is prospecting for sellers. Without quality seller data, you're not going to close deals. You're not going to find anybody that's going to want to sell their property at a discount. Prospecting for sellers is not hard. Just make sure you get good data. I recommend going over to my website, learnvirtualwholesaling.com. Our seller data is fresh, it's highly targeted, and it's very inexpensive compared to a lot of these other companies. A little information on our seller data. It comes in 2 separate packages. The first one is a subscription-based. We offer it at $49 per month. You can cancel your membership anytime, and you'll get our seller data for only 5 cents per record. And you can pull up to 5,000 records per month. Now, what makes our seller data different from every other company? We actually go directly to core logic. We don't have broken data. Our seller data is fresh. Our seller data is verified. So just keep that in mind. Now, if you don't want the subscription, you can pay as you go. You can get our seller data for 12 cents per record. Now, what are the best lists for wholesaling? I love coffee. Guys, if you want to buy me a coffee, you can go ahead and cash at me right there at LF Ninjas. I'd appreciate it. Go and connect with me on Instagram. I'd appreciate it. Now, these are the types of seller lists that you're going to want to target, and these are my favorites. The first one is going to be absentee-owned property owners. These are people that just own a property and they live at a different address. It doesn't matter where they live, as long as they don't live at the property we're targeting. The next one is absentee that also are tax delinquent. Tax delinquent just means that they have quit paying the property taxes to the county. The next one, which is another one of my favorites, is out-of-state owned property owners. Now, this is the list that we have had the most success with over the last several years. Out-of-state owners are extremely motivated to sell their property, especially if you can find them that are also tax delinquent or going through pre-foreclosure or are probates. So keep that in mind. And again, if you need any type of any data like this, you can go ahead and text me at 405-561-2263. Just text data to that phone number or go over to my website. Now, you're going to want to start cold calling. As you pull your lists, obviously you can do direct mail. I don't really recommend it, especially if you're going after houses. If you're targeting just vacant land, direct mail is actually very effective. But if you're going after houses, do not use direct mail. If you want to get burnt out and lose all your money, go ahead and use direct mail. I would definitely use a cold calling tool like Mojo Dialer. Mojo is $150 a month, and it allows you to call 3 phone numbers at one time. The amount of time that it takes you to get 5 leads by manually cold calling, you can literally get 15 to 20 leads with Mojo Dialer, and then the same amount of time that it takes to get 5 leads with manual cold calling. I own a cold calling company. You can text cold call to 405-561-2263 if you want somebody to cold call for you. And we guarantee seller leads on every single campaign that you do. You're going to want to generate at least 3 to 5 leads per day. This is the beginning of your funnel. So there's going to be a few steps in this funnel that you're going to want to pay attention to. Go ahead and comment what you think the first part of this funnel would be. I'll give you a couple seconds before I tell you. So the first part of this funnel is going to be your lead generation. This is your cold calling, your direct mail, your SMS texting. Again, I recommend cold calling though. First part of the funnel again is lead generation. The second part of your funnel is going to be making your offers. These are people that these are going to be leads that are generated that say they want to sell. Now you got to make offers on them. Anybody that you make an offer on and they decide that that offer did not work for them, you're going to want to put them into your lead follow-up. This is where most wholesalers fail. They don't follow up with the people that want to sell but don't accept their offer right away. Following up with your leads is going to be the most important thing you can do with this funnel because that's where your deals are going to come from. Lead nurturing is the second step, which is, again, just following up, building rapport, all the things around getting to know the lead. Build yourself something like a drip campaign where you don't have to do most of this work yourself. And now you're going to want to make offers again. As your lead is being nurtured and you're making the follow-ups, at some point that seller will give you a hint that they're going to want an offer again. Make the offer, and as you continue to make these offers, eventually you're going to start closing these people up. It takes 8 to 10 follow-ups once you're at this part of your funnel to convert your leads into a contract. But because we want to close one deal within 2 weeks, we needed to focus on this part right here. You need to get good at locking deals up at your initial offer. So remember to run this like a business. That's very important. And get good at closing deals at this part of your funnel. In order to close deals at this part of your funnel, you need to know how to negotiate. Learning how to negotiate is paramount to this business. If you're not good at negotiating, I'm going to give you some tips on what you can do to get better really fast. Remember, you're not the decision maker in this business. So what do I mean by that? I want you guys to go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel. I got you guys a free tool. This is for anybody that is still listening and watching. This is a thank you. I'm going to give you a clear roadmap to your first deal. Go to the description, find the link titled Roadmap. It's a downloadable roadmap that's going to help you get your first deal. But again, make sure you like and subscribe to qualify for the roadmap. All right, let's get back into it. So when you're negotiating with your seller, you're going to want to not be the decision maker. So let's say you've been cold calling, you found somebody that wants to sell their property. On your initial phone call, you do not want to make an offer. You want to let them know that you're going to run this by your acquisitions manager and you're going to get back with them within 24 hours with an offer. I would try to do it the same day. So it's, hey, Mr. Seller, this is Kenneth. I spoke with you earlier today. Just wanted to let you know that my acquisitions manager ran numbers and he came up with an offer based on the market for the property at 123 Main Street. We got you a great offer at $130,000. And here's the best part. We're going to pay you cash. We're going to close within 30 days and we're going to pay all the closing costs. At this point, you just want to be quiet. Don't say nothing else. The seller is going to usually respond with something like they don't like the offer or the offer's too low. And usually the seller is going to say something like this, no, that is way too low. I need more for my property. You're going to want to ask the seller, how close to that $130,000 can you get? Be sure to reiterate that you're paying all closing costs. There's no realtor fees. And just let them know combined, you're going to be saving them 10, 12, 13%. Let's say you ask them how close to the 130,000 can you get, and they come back and say, I can do 145 or I can do 150. The way you're going to want to respond to that is by this, saying, hey, let me reach out to my acquisitions manager. Let me run this by him. I don't know if I can get you this, but if I can get you $145,000 for this property, would you be willing to sign the contract today? And just be quiet. You're going to want to hear a yes from them. This is going to give you a much better chance of locking that property up at a price that works for you. If you cannot get a price that works for you, don't waste your time by locking it up at a number that won't work. Just put them in your follow-ups and just keep following up with them. But you can get deals at the initial offer. Make sure you're generating a ton of leads and eventually you'll get a deal where they'll just sign up and lay down. So let's say now the seller agrees to your price. You're going to get the property locked up. Hopefully you already built a buyer's list because now you got to find a buyer. That's why it's really important to build your buyer's list beforehand. Now you're going to close your deal. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Again, contact me if you have any questions, if you need help. If you want my complete training and build an actual business out of this, feel free to text me. You can text coaching to the phone number at the top there. I have over 200 students. My average student is making over $12,000 on every assignment fee they do. My mentorship's lifelong. You have access to me anytime. You can also email me and go check out the website. I really appreciate you watching this. Please like and subscribe and enjoy your day.